Okay, Justin, we're all set. Good evening. We are going to call the Novi Board of Education regular meeting to order. Tonight is January 22nd. If we can turn it over to Mr. Micah to introduce our special guests for the Pledge of Allegiance this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Ruskin. We are very fortunate tonight to have 8 of our Deerfield Elementary students to come lead us in the pledge this evening. So once I call your name, students, if you can come on up. We have Isabel Horn, we have Lucas Colas, Irene Kim, Rivan Komagiri, Ethan Wang, Alicia Niez, Pearl Deers, Rayon Regier. If you could come up to lead us in the pledge, students. You can come right up here in the front.
And if everyone will please rise.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, go ahead.
They're trained well. Keep going, guys.
Yeah, you keep going. Do your Deerfield pledge.
I want to hear the Deerfield pledge.
Thank you, Deerfield students, and we will be hearing more from you in a little while, but we appreciate you being student leaders here tonight at our board meeting. If I can get approval of tonight's agenda, Mr. Mishner?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner, supported by Mr. Mena. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We will start off this evening with our student board representative report, and I'll turn it over to Annika Patel.
Thank you. So we kicked off the new semester on Tuesday, which is a bit later than usual due to the snow day. And thankfully, we have a snow day tomorrow, too. Thank you, Mr. Manka. Our sports, our varsity boys, girls, and unified basketball teams had games against Northville on Tuesday, and we came out with 2 wins by our unified basketball team and our varsity boys going into overtime. So that was a really cool game to see. And we are also very excited at the high school for the assembly with 10th to 12th graders next week to watch our wrestlers take on Northville. So that is something that everyone is looking forward to. And then moving on to clubs, our HOSA group had 366 total members compete at the regional competition last Saturday, and they left with 216 members qualifying for states. So congratulations to all of them. And DECA also had districts last week with 84 students from Novi advancing to states. So that is always super impressive. And then our IB diploma cohort at the high school hosted their annual Unity in the Community Day on Monday in honor of Martin Luther King. And this is a day where students in the high school can sign up to volunteer at different organizations in the community and spend their day giving back to others. So that's something really special too. Our performing arts, one act is coming up next weekend where our theater program will be competing in regional competitions against other schools from across the state. So we want to wish them a good luck. And then our middle school, the middle school just had their Power Assembly last week to talk about what POWER stands for and give students the opportunity to meet more people. And next Thursday, I'm super excited to share this. We will be having a program called Rise and Shine at the middle school. And this is something that started last year as my IB community service project. And I'm so excited that we get to do it again. We have about 12 student council representatives that will be creating and facilitating their own activities surrounding a leadership topic with our 8th grade student council. So that is a super fun and rewarding experience for both our high schoolers gaining facilitation experience as well as our 8th graders getting a glimpse of what leadership looks like in the high school. And it's also a good chance for them to have a familiar face coming into 9th grade next year. And then I want to end it off with our elementary schools. So Novi Woods is having their multicultural night on January 29th. And I always look back and remember the multicultural night that I went to. I always looked forward to that, and it was my favorite time of the year. So that's super exciting for them. That's all I have.
Thank you so much. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for being a student leader and a student voice and a mentor to all of our younger students. We appreciate you. We are going to move on to celebrations. I am going to just take it upon myself to do the Novi High School Theater Department B first. Our theater students have left rehearsal to come be our guests for a short time, but I am sure that their counterparts are waiting for them to get back to work. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Meinke.
Thank you. We have such an incredibly talented group of actors and actresses in our school system, and we actually each year have a group that goes to the State Thespian Festival, and this year we did phenomenally well, and so we have a number of our students here to be recognized publicly, but I believe that Ms. McCaig is here, if I'm not mistaken, and so Ms. McCaig, if you could come and just talk a little bit about what this group did, and for everybody that's here to be able to hear what they did and then maybe introduce them and they can come up and be recognized.
Absolutely. Yes. Hi, my name's Heather. I'm the director of theater at the high school. And yes, as Mr. Mika said, every year we do have students attend the State Thespian Festival. It is an event hosted by the Michigan Educational Theater Association, which is the Michigan chapter of a national organization. This year there were about 1,700 students who attended. It took place in Lansing at the Lansing Center, and we were there for 2 days, on a Friday and a Saturday. So 16 Novi students attended. I think 13 of them are with me tonight. A few aren't here, swim meets and sick and a couple of different things going on, but they performed beautifully. They can participate in a variety of events. So there are both performance events and then also technical presentations. Some of the students did things like theater marketing, lighting design, set design, stage management. They can present in whatever their area is. And one of the reasons I think the event is very valuable is because frequently in the world of theater, we go to performances and all you really get to see are the people on stage, and all you might see the work of the students who do all the other work. You don't get to actually hear them talk about it. And so it's a tremendous opportunity for these kids to get to see what their peers do and hear them talk about it a little bit. Additionally, they get feedback. The judges they're 3 in every category, and they are either college professors or professionals in the area, local theater directors or designers, professional playwrights, et cetera. So if you guys want to stand up, I can quickly say your names. Okay. So I have, let's start in the second row here. We have Kai and Jumana, Dia, Christian, and then in front of them, I can see Joanna, thank you. Joanna, Lorelai, Esme, Lily, Elena, Theo, Sadara, and Katie all represented us. Kids can receive a rating in their individual activities of good, excellent, fair, good, excellent, or superior. All of our events did receive an excellent or superior. We had 4 excellent, and many of these kids, I will not read the entire list because it's pretty long, because some of them did duet together, some of them did group acting. Everyone was in at least one thing. Many students were in 2, and we had 4 receive an excellent award, and then we had 13 events receive a superior award. Additionally, Katie, who's closest to me, Katie and Joanna competed in the Thespian Scholarship Award, which is a scholarship. It's a one-time first-year scholarship. There is money involved, but from the perspective of the adults who run the organization, the bigger prize is it's considered like you're part of the top 10 theater students in the state. So there are 10 awarded every year. I can nominate 2 students to participate. Joanna and Katie both represented Novi very well. And I was fortunate enough to be in their room when they auditioned, and Katie actually earned a Thespian scholarship. So she's a Thespian scholar in the state of Michigan. And then the final 2 things I wanted to say are that 4 of our students auditioned for college scholarships. There are also college scholarships available from schools in primarily Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. There are some other schools from around the country, and our 4 students who auditioned earn a total of offers of $914,180 worth of scholarship offers. So not only is that a great opportunity for them, but as I often share with the kids who decide to audition every year, it's a great opportunity to talk to other schools and say, well, I really love your school. I also have some offers from other places, and it's a great sort of way to start a conversation with a financial aid department. And then finally, there were 2 students here who student-directed a piece that was completely student-directed. The first time I saw it was in the room when they competed. And it was a new event, and they had to choose from one of 10 plays. 2 of these kids chose a play, and then they directed their peers, and they did receive a superior award, which means they will be competing again at the state finals of a totally different organization, an organization called MIFA. We do their one-act competition. I think you've gotten a postcard from one of the publicity heads tonight. And so we have a regional competition this Saturday, and then 2 weeks from Saturday, should we qualify for the state finals, we will compete again, and also the short play will be competing. So they had a great 2 days, and the thing as their director I'm most excited about is they just really represented Novi well as young people and did great work, really representing us. So thanks, guys. And I am going to take all the awkward pause kids back to rehearsal now.
Wait 1 second, Heather. First of all, thank you, Heather. Thank you for all you do for the students. It sounds like they are just, up to their eyeballs with work and fun, and this is their passion. And so it's amazing for them to be recognized, but have someone like you helping them from the adult lens to do these great things. So to our students, thanks for being here. Before you run off to rehearsal, if you can just come up in front like the Deerfield kiddos did, and Jen will take your picture. We would love to honor you in our Novi communications.
I'll pass them down. How does it feel to be a snow day star? Are you like socials blowing up? Thank you.
Or do you want to hand me a bunch and I can just hand them down?
Here, pass them down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. And Elena, before you run away.
Thanks again.
Congratulations.
We had a stack of them we were passing around, thanks.
We have some here, but if you guys want to leave these on the back table when you walk out, then we can make sure that some people in our audience have this information. They're going to be leaving, so. Thank you. All right, next on our celebrations, we'll go back to the top. National Local School Board Resolution and Recognition. I will turn it over to Mr. Meinke.
Thank you, Dr. Ruskin. So this month of January is National School Boards Recognition Month, and so I have a resolution here for you to consider. And then we have some of our principals here tonight, some of our administrators and leaders of different departments that have prepared some things in your honor to share with you, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But before we do, I'd just like to read the resolution. Whereas Michigan is home to more than 600 locally elected school boards of education that work to enrich the lives of Michigan students through education and directly influence instruction in Michigan's public schools, and whereas Article 8, Section 2 of the Michigan Constitution of 1963 states that providing for the education of Michigan's children is a fundamental duty of state government, and whereas local school board members represent their community to ensure that educational opportunities are provided to the children and young adults in their community that will advance student achievement in the schools and communities in which they serve, and whereas during this month we join with the Michigan Association of School Boards, the Michigan Department of Education, local school districts, and community organizations to recognize and raise awareness of the countless efforts and contributions of local school boards and school board members throughout Michigan. Now therefore be it resolved that we, the Novi Community School District, do hereby proclaim the month of January 2026 as Local School Board Month and honor the contribution of Novi Community School District school board members Dr. Danielle Ruskin, Betsy Bodwine, Paul Cook, Jamie Klebert, Jason Mishner, Marianne Roney, and Willie Mena. You all have done a ton of work for our community and for our school district and our staff, and a lot of the work that you do is behind the scenes and isn't necessarily always recognized at public meetings, but there's a lot of work to do to be on this board, and we appreciate the way that you volunteer your time and give so freely of it. So with that, we do have several of our administrators here tonight. I think we're going to start with CPAC, one of our special education advisory committee. I think Ms. McGinn is here to present on their behalf. And so we'll just kind of go in order. I think Ms. Buter has kind of set that up. And so we'll turn it over to you guys.
Hi, my name is Brenna McGinn. I'm the supervisor of special education, and with me is Heidi Phelps, our coordinator of transition services. So as Mr. Menka said, we are here on behalf of CPAC and the special ed department. We have a couple other parent events going on tonight, so Ms. Squires is also supporting those. And so we would just like to say on behalf of CPAC, the Novi for All Center, and our department, we want to offer this small token of our appreciation. Your leadership and commitment to our students and our staff makes a meaningful difference every day, and we're very grateful for all you guys do for our department. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for the gift, but more importantly,
course.
thank you for all you do for our students every day.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Ferris, Supervisor of Medical Services. I have a gift for you. It's a board meeting survival kit, so that we put together, and then
Wonder
I
what's
made
in
you
there.
personal journals. So
Thank you.
I just want to thank you for all you do for us and for supporting the medical in this district, because it's a necessity and you take it very seriously. So I really appreciate everything you do and all the support you give us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and thanks for all you do and all the work you've done to really kind of just uplift this department that you are the leader of. I know we've seen it evolve over the past at least a long time, but
Yes.
really 5+ years. So we
Yeah.
really appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you.
I still carry this. From time to time, I still carry the CPR mask.
Hi, I'm Kim Sinclair. I'm the Director of Food Service, and I'm so nervous. I was just going to say thank you, but everybody wrote a speech.
They didn't write a
So
speech.
our team is very grateful for all the support you give to us. Our food service team has are members of the community, and we're very grateful for all the fun, crazy things that we're allowed to do, and that's because you guys support us. So thanks.
Thank you, Kim, and thanks for being the leader of food service. You know that we have a mutual friend who is not in this district, and I love to brag on you and tell all the amazing things that you're doing here in Novi, so.
Thank you for the snack.
It's gonna come in handy tomorrow. I love blankies. Perfect.
Hello there. So we are representing the K4 buildings. Novi Woods, I've got some friends here who would like to say something really quickly, and then the other elementaries will kind of follow behind. Okay, maybe we'll do this.
Thank you, School Board, one and all, for helping our school be strong and tall. You help us learn, you help us grow, you guide our school so we can know.
Yay.
So cute.
You help, you make decisions big and small to help each student to do their best at all, from books to buses to games to class. You help our days go by so fast. So here's a cheer and a great big smile Thanks for helping us learn each mile. We appreciate you every day. Thank you, school board. Hip, hip, hooray.
Great job. So I am here. My name is Joy Danforth. I'm the principal at Orchard Hills Elementary. I'm here with Ryan Francis from Deerfield Elementary, and we're representing all K4 tonight. We do have some students also with us that are going to help us to pass out our gifts. So if you can come up, OH students, Deerfield students, you can help too. If you guys are, come on up, help us distribute the gifts. We have lots and lots of beautiful gifts to give you because we know that the work that you do is not the easy work. It is not the fun work, but you do the work that helps our jobs easier and makes our days, they make them fun and they make magic with our kids every single day. And we know it's because of the work that you do in this room as a collective body. So we appreciate you, and we want you to know that we your hard work does not go unnoticed. And Deerfield, Woods kids, and OH kids, if you could just stand up here with us after you have distributed your gifts, and then we'll all say thank you together.
In the meantime, while they're handing out gifts, thank you, Joy and Ryan and Alice. Thanks for all the work that you do every day, boots on the ground, and we just love actually having you here as our guest, but more importantly, bringing these smiling, joyous faces to us. Thank you.
If any of them want to walk up here, that's
If you
fine,
need
too.
to
It's
walk
kind
up,
of a
students,
tall
you can
counter.
if you can't reach. Yes, please.
Thank you.
I'm so
Tippy toe.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness, so much.
That was my fault, not yours.
Almost there. I just wanted to add my 2 cents. Very blessed to have a community that values community, a school district that values our community. Being someone who lives in Novi and has been with the community, having a strong sense of community within our schools is important to all 4 of us, or all 5 of our buildings. And we just appreciate the resources and the support that you give to us that allows us to build that community in our schools. We are very fortunate for the things that we have in our buildings already, between the resources, the people, the support, that then we can really focus on relationships and kids and families because our schools are set up for success. So thank you for setting us up for success.
So on the count of 3, we're going to say thank you. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Did you turn?
Thank you, and I want to kind of reiterate what Ryan said. You know, we are a Novi community here. Some of us have kids in school, some kids don't. But I can tell you that even when your kids graduate, you continue feeling just a great sense of community and where your kids started, whether they started at OH or VO or Woods or Parkview or Deerfield. So we thank you. I send my kids little snippets about the school every day, and they're like, Mom, we don't even live in that state anymore. Why are you sending me these videos?
Thank you so much.
Well, it's time for an incredibly difficult transition. I am neither cute, young, I don't have any lyrics, but amazing job to our elementary students. That was fantastic. Good evening, Robert Baker, principal of Novi Middle School. I am here to speak on behalf of our intermediate schools, as John and Lisa were kind of double booked this evening. So I'm going to begin with some remarks that they wanted to ask that I share with you guys. Good evening. On behalf of Novi Meadows staff and students, we'd like to thank you for all that you do to make our district shine. One thing that makes our district special is the tradition of attending 5th grade camp. Some of you actually attended camp back when you were students. Over the last several weeks, our current 5th graders have been enjoying lots of outdoor education activities, including making s'mores at the campfire. We wanted to make sure you could be part of the fun with your own s'mores kit. So thank you for all you do from Novi Meadows. So those will be coming to you in just a second. On behalf of Novi Middle School, I wanted to first give you an update because we presented last meeting a little bit about what's going on with the middle school. So we did have our Power Day last Friday, and we did work on being empathetic collaborators and resilient problem solvers. So we were working together to solve puzzles in small teams, running around the school, kind of capturing different moments and kind of solving some puzzles and mysteries, having some fun and team building in our A20 groups. And we then had a lot of fun activities in the gym where kids had to collaborate and work to kind of have some fun physical challenges as well. So thank you for your support with that, and also wanted to follow up. On behalf of the middle school staff, students, parents, we really want to thank you for helping make our community shine. We have amazing families, amazing support from you. You have put so much in place to help make our facilities great, to help us staff our schools with top talented teachers as well, and to make sure that we have the resources that we need to educate our kids at a high level every day. So thank you very much for all of that. We have some sweatshirts with Novi Middle School. You want to put that on tonight because I hear it might be a little chilly this evening. So thank you so much for all you do. I'll bring those around.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you, Rob. Are you going to make this a habit? You've been here twice now. Can you come next month? We love seeing you. Thank you. Yeah.
Your jar from last year still got
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Who doesn't love s'mores? And while everybody else is getting ready and Mr. Baker is handing these out, I'd be remiss if I did not thank our elementary PTO parents and board members. Many of us at this table have served in those capacities and know what a collaborative effort it is to work with the administration at your school. So we are pretty sure that they probably had a little hand in what went on today with these kids sharing their appreciation. So thank you to them.
Good evening. It's another great day to be a Novi Wildcat. On behalf of Novi High School students and staff, I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank you for your unwavering service, leadership, and commitment. Your thoughtful governance, advocacy for students, and support makes a tremendous difference each and every day. We are grateful for the time, the care, and the heart that you invest in ensuring that our students and staff have remarkable opportunities and the culture that they rightfully deserve. At this time, I'll be turning it over to our dynamic leaders of Student Council.
Hi. So annually during the first week of August, we as the executive members of Student Council meet with Principal Carter to brainstorm ideas, goals, and dreams to accomplish for the upcoming school year. We dedicate time to develop a theme for the school year, which serves as the mindset for all students and staff to live into. This year's theme is Be the Reason.
Hi, I'm Eliana Shero, and I'm a sophomore. We are going to be sharing from our perspective of how you guys as Novi Board of Education are living onto our theme. So, Trustee Marion Rodney, you are the reason that our school feels safe and respectful. You speak up if you see something that goes wrong and ensure our values. And then Mr. Willie Mena, you are the reason why we build a legacy of excellence in our extracurricular offerings and host incredible athletic events that bring our community together, becoming like just a strong Wildcat pride. Thank you.
And then we would like to thank Trustee Jason Mitchener. You're the reason why we grow through challenges by being a source of encouragement and curiosity. We would also like to thank Treasurer Jamie Clivert. You are the reason why learning comes alive by asking questions and contributing ideas that are student-focused.
Hello, my name is Intre Japong and I'm a junior at Novi High School. Secretary Paul Cook, you are the reason our Wildcat community feels steady, seen, and intentional, and you make a space for everyone to matter. Because of you, people leave feeling valued. Vice President Betsy Bodwine, you are the reason our school feels welcoming, making every student feel noticed, like they belong here. Because of you, no one feels invisible. President Dr. Danielle Ruskin, you are the reason we feel connected as Wildcats, leading our green and white with empathy and care. Because of you, we move forward together.
On behalf of the student body, we thank you for being the reason.
I'm kind of speechless. That was amazing. Thank you, student leaders. That was really beautiful. We love that we can be a part of your theme and be the reason. Thank you to also Principal Carter and her team for just putting our names out on the marquee. I think it's the only time in my whole life my name's going to be on a marquee, and now I can be as cool as my graduates who got their name out there one time in 25 and 27, so. Thank you.
So hi, I'm Kristen Meyer. I am the coordinator of early childhood education. So I am here on behalf of our early childhood programs and our care programs. We just wanted to thank you on behalf of all our staff and all our families for all of your support. Your leadership and decision-making really helps us to support children and give them the nurturing and caring foundation that they deserve for the wonderful education that they'll get in Novi. So we have some things to give you as a token of thanks. I'm going to pass them out in a minute. One is a t-shirt as just a symbol that you are part of our early childhood community. And the other is artwork with some little fingerprints on it. That's a symbol of all of the tiny little hands that you help support with your thoughtful decision making. So thanks again, and I'll get those passed out.
Thank you. We love our little ones. Maybe they could come visit us sometime. It's probably past their bedtime, but maybe we can make that happen. Aw, I love that font. So cute.
Thank you so much. Since there's like a quick little minute, I just wanted to share this from student council. I don't know if anyone else saw them in the back.
Love that.
Be the
Student
reason.
council. Oh, that's good. Yeah, put that one together.
Hi, I'm Sarah Kramer. I am the supervisor of adult and alternative education. So we went right down the line here. We had the littles and the bigs next to each other. So tonight we would like to present you on behalf of adult and alternative education with money trees. We appreciate all that you do to help our community grow. Don't forget where you got these trees when they grow. And they represent prosperity and growth. We are able to service over 400 students this past semester between our ESL classes, our GED, and our high school completion classes. Today, we just had our third adult graduate, and I think she was in her 30s. We've had four students finish their GED this year so far, and we've had 350 adult ESL learners go through our program so far this year. So we really thank you for helping our community grow in so many different aspects, whether it's them being able to go get a job, whether it's them getting their high school diploma so that they can move forward and go on to post-secondary, or it's giving our ESL families the opportunity to go into their school and help out and volunteer and go to parent-teacher conferences. It's amazing to see what our program does for the community, and there's not a lot of programs in Michigan that are quite like Novi. So we really, really appreciate all that you do to support both our alternative and our adults, and they appreciate it. They don't have the PTO that can go out and rally for them. I see you guys as that and us as that. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you for being here and representing the adults in our community who are lifelong learners. We really appreciate that. You know, we have a special place in our heart for your group, whether we come to graduation or we just get to see them out in the community working or just, sharing their story. So thanks for being the liaison to help those individuals get to where they'd like to be in life. So we appreciate you.
So I'll just, first of all, thank you to all of our leaders and administrators who were able to come, not only tonight, but just the thoughtfulness behind some of your recognitions are great. Just personally, I'll say from the district lens, we are very, very appreciative of each and every one of you. I'm so thankful to work in a place where you all think differently. You're not a all just a homogenous group of thinkers. You think differently, but you all bring the focus of putting students and staff first, and that is evident in the way that you operate and the focus that you have. So thank you for all that you do and your support. I'll ask Jen to kind of come and pass along. It's kind of weird, but we were talking with Vice President or Secretary Cook. No, sorry, I got a lot of different roles that have changed. And you guys haven't actually had a proper pin or a proper name tag. So we got you, so when you go to little events, you can have that, and just a small little token. But thank you again for your countless hours and your not only support of me, but your support of our staff and of our children that come to school here every day. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Those are very nice, and we will wear them loud and proud as we are out in the community representing students, staff, community members, from littlest to big. So we really, really appreciate everybody being here tonight. This is like a humbling experience, and so some of us like really, really love it because it's swag night, and others of us are kind of like, okay, thanks, we're good, let's go. So we really do appreciate all the time, effort, and thoughtfulness in making us feel valued and a real integral part in this community. So thank you. Okay, we are going to move on. My eyes fail me, so I apologize.
Ruskin?
Yes,
Can I just say,
you can say whatever you want there, Mr. Cook.
having been one of the longer-serving people on the school board, it's really the community that we need to thank, because without your support and without a lot of your ideas even, this district wouldn't be where it is. We're just here to help that final decision to be made, I guess. And I really appreciate the community and being able to serve the community in this way. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Does anybody else have anything they want to share? Okay. I think I, again, speak for everybody. Thank you so much. And Mr. Cook is so right. We are really just a representation of the community and really a voice for them. So appreciate you all. Okay, we are going to move on now where we get to recognize people, which is really great. The Novi Community School District is proud and excited to present our weekly Wildcat recognitions from this past month. This program allows us to highlight our remarkable staff efforts, which are submitted by staff. So the week of January 5th, 2026, Carrie Russell, Supervisor of Transportation in the Transportation Building, was nominated by a coworker, and Carrie hit the ground running when she started with us in July. She has listened to her department staff to hear their needs and has helped set up processes and procedures to make transportation run more smoothly. Carrie is responsive to parents, has worked collaboratively with building staff and the NTA leadership, and has worked hard to recruit staff to Novi Community School District. We are so happy that she is here to lead our transportation team. So congratulations, Carrie, and we are proud to have you here in Novi. The week of January 12th, 2026, Rachel Doa, Adult Education Roar Center. Rachel goes above and beyond to support her students. She genuinely cares about their success and well-being, making learning both meaningful and fun. Her creativity and use of varied teaching strategies keep the class sessions engaging and dynamic. Each night, she works hard to balance whole class instruction, one-on-one tutoring, and breaks all while covering all 4 core subjects. So Rachel, thank you for all the work you do with our adult education students, and Way to Roar. We will move on to our final recognition for the week of January 19th, 2026. Ashley Boots, who is the administrative assistant in the athletic department. Ashley is always ready and willing to help. If a coach needs something, they can go to Ashley, and she is ready with a smile to help them right away. Ashley enhances the Novi High School athletic world by going out of her way to assist in any way needed. It is a pleasure to work with Ashley. She is positive influence at Novi High School. So, if I can get a quick recommendation, a motion for the recommendation, and then anybody can share their thoughts. But the idea behind us sharing these is because this is something that goes out to staff every week, which is wonderful, but it's just caught in an email, and we feel that it's important for Wildcats that are going above and beyond to be recognized out in the community, and that everybody can hear what their colleagues think and believe is the extra and hard work that they are doing. So at the end of the year, we'll be having just a big recognition party for all of them. So if you're wondering why they're not here tonight, this is really an opportunity for us to just recognize them, for the community to hear some wonderful ways that community or staff members are excelling, and then we will be celebrating them at the end of the year. So if I can get a motion, Mr. Mena?
Yeah, on behalf of the school board, I would like to make a motion to recognize our weekly Wildcats, Carrie Russell, Rachel Doa, and Ashley Boots, and extend our appreciation for their commitment to excellence and our students and district.
Support. Recommended by Mr. Mena and supported by Mrs. Kleber. Any comments or questions? Okay. Seeing none, yep, Mr. Missionary, that was late. You were late in the game down there.
Sorry, I haven't had enough coffee yet.
Okay.
I just wanted to make a brief comment that Mrs. Russell is fantastic. I've only had a brief encounter with her once since we've hired her. It was very recently this year, but her and her staff are fantastic. And I think just in that short interaction, it just showed me everything I need to know about how well they handle customer service and how well they treat our community members, and are really good at handling things on the fly. So just really appreciate her and her staff, so well earned.
Thank you, Mr. Missioner. Any other comments or questions? Mrs. Roney?
Just a comment, Ashley Boots, my daughter cheered with her, and she did some cheer coaching, so I'm sure that all of the athletic parents are just so lucky to have her. And I'm sure you are too, Don, so. So that, it's just, she's a wonderful person, so.
Any other comments or questions? All right. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. And we look forward to seeing our weekly Wildcats in person at the end of the year. We are going to move on to our reports to the board. This evening, we have Deerfield Elementary Building Report. I will turn it over to Mr. Meinke for introductions.
Thank you. We are fortunate each month to have one of our buildings be highlighted. Tonight, we get to hear from one of our incredible elementary schools, Deerfield Elementary, and I'm going to ask Mr. Francis to come on up. It looks like we have not only Mr. Francis, but we have some staff members here from Deerfield, and obviously some of our wonderful students. And we're just excited to hear a little bit about what's going on at Deerfield.
All right. We have 8 fantastic fourth graders that are going to be here, 2 from each of our fourth grade classrooms, along with a handful of our fourth grade teachers that are going to be talking to you about an event we do annually here at Deerfield. It is called Find Your Passions Day. It used to be called Sharpen the Saw Day if your child was maybe attending Deerfield a handful of years ago. That has morphed to Find Your Passions Day. They are going to give you an overview of what Passions Day is. They are going to let you know what sessions we offered this year, and then each of them will introduce themselves for their own slide and talk about what they chose to do for Passions Day. I will give a little caveat that we didn't restrict what they signed up for. So some were very popular and lots of kids wanted to go to them. Some are so popular that they couldn't get into those sessions because they filled up so quickly. And so you'll see a few of those sessions repeat, and some weren't experienced from some of our students because they're actually hard to get into because we offer so many different sessions and they go the night of that sign up goes live. So without further ado, I will turn it over to my fourth graders to talk about Find Your Passions Day.
A question you might ask is, what is Find Your Passions Day?
Deerfield has a tradition of running a day focused on students exploring their interests called Find Your Passions Day.
The Deerfield staff pick a topic they love in order to share that interest with the school.
Students sign up for 2 different sessions.
It is our celebration at the midway point of the school year.
Here are some of the sessions that were offered this year.
You can do it. Come and learn some ukulele chords or brush up on your skills in the music room. We will learn and review how to hold, strum, and play a song.
Shrinky Dinks. Create a song catcher with Shrinky Dinks.
Bracelet making. Choose beads to create a beautiful bracelet. Loom bracelets are also available.
Origami. Learn about the art of folding paper and make some awesome origami.
Sledding. Bring your own sled for a fun session of outdoor sledding.
Puzzle party. Puzzles are a great way to exercise the mind. Come enjoy jigsaws, Sudoku, and word puzzles.
Rock painting. Come learn how to paint fun designs on rocks.
Directed drawing. Learn to draw all kinds of fun characters, animals, and even foods. You'll get a small sketchbook to build your own drawing collection.
STEM snowman activity. Do you want to build a snowman? Join in on making the biggest, most creative marshmallow snowman you can think of. Students will listen to the story and make marshmallow snowmen. Students will be given the opportunity to eat 2 marshmallows at the end of the activity.
Relaxing reading party. Do you love to cozy up with a good book? Bring a comfy blanket, a stuffy, and your favorite book, and let's have a flashlight reading party.
Other sessions offered this year were Home Depot. Sign up to build a take-home surprise. Join us with Home Depot, where doers get more done.
Poi balls. Aloha. Come and learn about Maori Hawaiian culture. We'll make poi balls out of socks and then practice using them. You'll learn how to do basic tricks with your poi balls. Then take them home and continue the fun.
Make a bird feeder. Learn about common birds in Michigan and listen to a story. Then make a clothespin bird feeder. You will get a tracking sheet to record the birds that come to your feeder.
Memory crafts. Decorate a picture frame and journal to hold your favorite memories.
Fashion design. Design your own paper doll fashion collection. Create and decorate outfits and then show off your style in a mini runway show. Watercolors. Come have fun making beautiful masterpieces with watercolor art. Coloring club. Come listen to the story The Day the Crayons Quit and complete some coloring pages. Soccer. Come learn some new skills and play soccer in the gym. Paper game board coding. Listen to a snowman story, then create a paper coding game board to navigate the snowman to the mountain. Cozy Book and Craft. Come enjoy hot cocoa, a story, and a craft.
Ice cream social. A fun way to focus on peer and social friendship by making your own ice cream that you can eat.
Swifties, are you ready for it? Come join the party. Let's have all sorts of fun with Taylor Swift themed games and activities. Please bring your favorite coloring supplies.
Karaoke tunes. Bring your singing voices and a love of music to our room. We will share our favorite songs and make our own microphones.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and for my first session for Find Your Passions Day, I did karaoke. And in karaoke, we sung our favorite songs. For my second session, I did relaxing reading. For relaxing reading, we got to read a favorite book and make bookmarks.
I am Lucas, and for Find My Passions Day, my first passion was origami. And origami in Miss Runyon's room, I made a origami cat, and watercoloring, I made a fox.
Hi, my name's Ravon, and my first session for Find Your Passions Day was soccer. Soccer was fun because I learned new skills and we played some games. Because of soccer, I want to join a soccer team now. My second session was sledding, and it was fun because I got to play with my friends, and I tried different sledding techniques, like going back, sitting backwards, or trying to surf on it.
Perfect.
My name's Alicia, and for my first session, I did rock painting. In rock painting, we first drew what we wanted to paint on our rocks on paper. Then we painted our rocks however we wanted. For my second session, I chose Make a Bird Feeder. We first read a story about birds, then we learned about all the birds that you might see in Michigan. We then made our bird feeders out of cardboard, sun butter, clothespins, and seeds.
Hi, I'm Irene, and for my first session, I did memory crafts, where we got to choose a picture frame and decorate it, then make a journal. And for my second session, I did cozy book and craft, where we listened to a story, drank hot cocoa, and made a craft.
Hi, my name's Ren, and I'm in Team Henry Jung. In origami in Miss Runyon's class, I got a variety of colored square paper. There are books and videos on making cool stuff, such as animals, paper airplanes, candles, and more. What I did in origami is I made a goal and a triangle that you can fling into the goal with just your fingers. In the next session I went to Team Henry Jung. In Cozy Book and Craft, I got to read a book on students catching a snowman. Then, with construction paper, I disguised a snowman and I got warm hot chocolate. For me, I disguised myself as a banana because it's the first thing that came up to my mind, and I like bananas in general.
Hi, I'm Pearl, and for Find Your Passions Day, I did cozy book and craft and bracelet making. In session A, I did cozy book and craft. We drank hot cocoa and read the audiobook, How to Catch a Snowman. After that, we did a craft where you disguised a snowman. I disguised my snowman as a duck. For session B, I did bracelet making. In bracelet making, we made bracelets with all kinds of different colorful designs.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and the sessions I did for Passions Day are Ooh Can Do It and Cozy Book and Craft. In Ooh Can Do It, I learned how to play a ukulele and play the song. In Cozy Book and Craft, I listened to a read aloud about how to catch a snowman and made a craft to disguise a snowman. And I disguised my snowman as a duck because I like ducks. I also drank hot cocoa. I had a lot of fun.
All right, and I figured now would be a good time if you had any questions to ask of any of our fourth graders who participated in Passions Day. And maybe if you have this question, I'll see who wants to answer it.
Mr. Mishner?
All right, one for the kids and one for Principal Ryan. So for the students, what thing do you feel like was missing from this year that you would love to see if you could do it again? Is there any activity you would have wanted to do?
I probably wanted to do sledding and soccer because I like to do outdoor stuff.
I probably wanted to do the ice cream social because I like ice cream.
I probably wanted to do soccer because I play soccer and I love it.
Okay, question for me.
And then for you, Principal Francis, so at first I thought for sure this presentation was going to focus on a curious innovator for our profile of a graduate, but then I realized you got everybody up here talking and they're quite effective communicators. And after hearing everybody, it seems like you kind of hit all six, but I'm curious, was there any one of the profile of a graduate characteristics that you were more focused on with this activity?
Yeah, I think this particular one gives kids a different experience that isn't just school-based. They go to school for so long. So for some of those kids, finding something that they didn't know that they'd be interested in, like our teachers run Home Depot and they building stuff with, it's loud, they're hitting metal tables and hammers, and so like maybe a kid gets an experience they haven't had. So Purpose Seeker is probably the one that I'm thinking that perhaps a kid finds some interest or some niche because of this experience that they want to explore a little bit more. And hopefully those opportunities come to them as they go through our schools, as those opportunities open up when they get to Meadows in middle school and high school.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Kleber?
I just have a comment for you, Ryan, and your staff. I just want to thank you for creating this. I don't know who created the program, but for your leadership in continuing it, and especially for your staff and continuing to execute it throughout the years. This is obviously not part of state curriculum. I'm sure you have to find places in the budget and all the supplies, and it is a ton of time that goes into each one of those crafts. I remember doing those just in classroom parties, and it's a lot of planning outside of your normal course and your curriculum, and I think it's an awesome thing that you guys are doing. I have a feeling the kids will remember those activities as core memories. I'm sure they'll remember all the arithmetic and reading they learn as well, but I just applaud you for creating these core memories for kids.
Thank you. And it is truly our staff that organizes all of it. We have a leadership team. One of the people from our leadership team, Ms. Pulaski, worked on the Sign Up Genius, which is all a long process to make sure there's enough sections and sign up, everything goes live. And then it is a PTO that supports it. So every time I have a PTO meeting or I talk about our PTO, everything fun, everything like exciting, every core memory is supported by something through the PTO. So all of these are partially funded through the PTO. And then it's to the teachers that we really push them to think of something that they would want the kids to experience, something they find joy in, and then they get to share that joy with them. And it's actually like our personal favorite day of the year too, because we get to do something we love with kids in our school.
Thank you, Mrs. Kleber, for, I know we have two. Thank you, Mrs. Kleber, for asking the question. I am old enough to remember when it was developed, and it really was a PTO teacher initiative. And at first, I will, Julie's shaking her head back there. It was kind of a nightmare because everybody was like, what are we doing? It's like literally like buying concert tickets. And so I love to see how it's really just evolved and the excitement. I'm watching Don sitting in his chair over there, the athletic director, and I think you might have like a drop-in sometime because he looks like he wants to do all the activities. So kudos to the staff who are new and picked up, all the hard work and the grind in the back, but everybody who began this program. So Mr. Cook had a question, and then Mrs. Bodwine.
No,
And-
I'll
Comment.
wait. I'll wait.
Well, okay, I like very, okay, Mrs. Bodwine.
And I like chaos.
Yes.
You do enjoy chaos, yes, Mr. Cook. So thank you guys so much for coming and telling us about this. This seems like such a fun day, and I just was curious, and I don't know if the kids want to tell me or you, but how long is this event, and like, how is it structured?
You guys want to answer it? I got it. Okay, it's a half day of school, exactly at that halfway point in our year. So it's at Records Day. So in the morning, they come to school, they check in, they do all the things, and then we run a session from 9 to 9:45. We play a little music that signifies the start of the session, and all the kids start dispersing through the building to head to their locations. At 9:45, we play music again as the signal to start heading back to home base. They come back to class, have a snack, and then we run another session for another 45 minutes. And then it's that half day, so there's no lunches to work around. And so they have that little bit, and then they go home, and it's like the nice little cherry on top of that first half of our school year.
That seems like a really fun way to do it. And this is done with a sign-up Genius, so there's what, like 500 spots on your sign-up Genius?
Yes, we have to make sure there's at least 500 spots, if not more, and we do a warning email ahead of time and an exact, hey, it's coming out at about 6 p.m. on Wednesday night, so get your computers ready, and so it fills up fast. Soccer, Home Depot, like that, sledding,
Sounds
gone.
pretty intense, but also awesome.
Yes.
So great job, everybody. Thank you for all your hard work making that extra fun for the kids.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bodwine. Mrs. Roney.
I was just wondering if board members can participate?
Board members can not only participate, they can also run sessions if they are excited about sharing their passions with our community. We are up for that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mrs. Roney. Mr. Cook.
Sorry for the chaos. I'm wondering if any of the kids kind of signed up for something, not sure about it, but really enjoyed it after they got into it.
I don't know when this was. I think it was kindergarten, first grade. I signed up for a puzzle party with Mrs. Passagiato. Back then, I didn't like puzzles that much. I tried it, and then after it, I loved doing puzzles.
Cool.
We also hear stories of kids who take, we did piano lessons one year, so kids learned for the 45-minute session, and then mom and dad signed them up for piano lessons because of that little dabble in it. So maybe ukuleles in the future, and karaoke is in the future for some of us.
And then, Mr. Francie, is there anything else the board can do for you and your school? We do a lot for everybody, but we always like to hear from you guys and what you'd like.
I just appreciate the support you guys always give, and so when we have that support, we're able to do fun things like this, that, like Ms. Klebert said, is maybe not tied 100% to standards, but we are a community school who wants to build community, and this is one of those special ways that we build community. So we appreciate that you guys set us up for that.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Good. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Thanks for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thanks for sharing your experiences and for being student voice leaders for your school. So we appreciate you. All righty, the next item on our agenda is the personnel report. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Meinke for Personnel Report A.
Thank you, Dr. Ruskin. We have our typical monthly personnel report where we bring in new Wildcats. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Carino.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, we are pleased to recommend several highly qualified staff members for a variety of positions across the district. First, we recommend Celia Waldron for a fifth grade teaching position at Novi Meadows. Celia is a graduate of Spring Arbor University and joins us after serving as a long-term substitute in Spring Arbor. We are excited to welcome her to our team. We also recommend Michelle DeLand for a special education self-contained paraprofessional position at Novi Meadows. Michelle brings extensive experience as a paraprofessional in South Lyon, and we are confident she will be a strong addition to our staff. In addition, we are excited to welcome 2 new bus drivers to the transportation department. Matthew Simpson joins us with prior experience in patient transportation at Beaumont Hospital, and Donna Swain brings experience as a dental assistant and sales associate. We are pleased to have both joining our transportation team. We also have one upcoming retirement at the conclusion of the school year. Stacy Jobe, Coordinator of Community Services, has decided to retire. We thank Stacy for her years of dedicated service to the district and for her leadership and support of our care and community education programs. While we wish her all the best in her retirement, we are grateful to have a few more months together to ensure a smooth transition. Finally, Sharon Satterfield, a special education self-contained paraprofessional at Village Oaks, has decided to take a personal leave of absence for the remainder of the school year. We wish her well during this time. This concludes this evening's personnel report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carino. If I can get a motion for the recommendation, Mrs. Bodwine.
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education adopt the Personnel Report A recommendations as presented.
Second.
Recommended by Mrs. Bodwine and supported by Mr. Mishner. Any comments or specific questions? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 7-0. I will turn it back over to Dr. Carino in case we have any special new Wildcats with us this evening.
We do have one. We have Celia. Please come on up.
Hello, my name is Celia Waldron, and I am thrilled to be a fifth grade teacher at Novi Meadows. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and go Wildcats.
Welcome. We are very happy to have you, and we look forward to seeing you around the district. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Who'd she bring with her?
Yes, who did you bring with you?
This is my husband, Noah Waldron. Yep.
Hi, Noah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda, we have comments from the audience. Do we have any green cards this evening? Do you have any, Mrs. Bodwine? No?
Do not.
Okay. We have on our agenda a 5-minute break. We'll make that like a 2-3-minute break. It looks like a lot of our guests have left. So I know the rest of you really want to stay for the rest of our really great meeting. It's like watching a program. So we will take a 5-minute break and let's come back. Actually, I said 3.
I feel like that's fine, 3 minutes.
3 minutes is good? Okay, Betsy says 3 minutes,
I think it sounds
7:07.
good. I support that.
Okay.
Stretch our legs.
8 flowers on it right now. It's
And those are so hard to grow.
I don't know.
You're very talented.
I do speak
If
very
you need
gently
help
to it.
killing it, let me know. I do great with outside plants, but inside plants?
Justin, we're ready.
I worked in a flower shop for 10 years.
Normally,
the plants,
I don't
like,
either. I don't know. I think I've like found my niche with
I go back and forth.
orchids and money trees.
It's just your,
Okay, welcome back to the regular meeting of the Board of Education. We are going to move on to our consent agenda. This evening, we have several items on our consent agenda. We have approval of minutes of a regular board meeting, January 8th, 2026. Approval of bills, board report December 2025, check register for December 2025, purchase card report for December 2025, approval of field trips, MHSAA Women in Sports Leadership Conference, MHSAA Winter Tournament 2026, NHS One Act Play State Finals, Business Professionals of America State Leadership Conference, DECA State Leadership Development Conference, Novi Middle School Science Olympiad Mentor Invitational, NHS and Novi Middle School Science Olympiad Tournament. If I can get a motion? Mrs. Roney?
That the Novi Community District Board of Education approve the consent items as presented.
Support.
Recommended by Mrs. Roney and supported by Mrs. Bodwine. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We have one item on information and discussion this evening. It is the kitchen equipment. I'll turn it over to Mr. Meinke.
Thank you. We are presenting for you for the first time, something that I know, have had some discussions about, and that is the upgrade of some of our high school kitchen equipment. I know that Ms. Sinclair is here tonight, but I'll turn it over to Ms. Cicluna to talk about the topic, introduce the discussion.
Sure. So in a prior board meeting, I mentioned that Kim had been going around the district with one of our third-party associates to survey the buildings and the equipment that we have on hand. We actually put together an inventory by building of all of the kitchen equipment, what age it is, and the current condition, whether it's in good shape, poor shape, should be replaced sometime soon, or brand new. And one of the buildings she surveyed was the high school, and we got pretty much an immediate recommendation that we replaced some of the ovens. I also went to the high school, along with actually some King Scott associates, just to keep in mind the bond program. And Kim showed us an area where she wanted to put in some glides, I believe they're called. And they're really a one-stop shop for students to come in. So it's a hot food serve area where you come in, you'll grab a pre-made cheeseburger wrapped in foil, or a chicken sandwich, or actually I think I saw chicken strips and fries. The kids love that area. The hot stop is like, it was immediately emptied, all of the shelves were. And there's a lot more space that we could actually use to create more shelf units so that the kids can have more food to grab from. Kim, I'll kind of let you talk about it if they've got questions. But basically, this is to replace ovens that absolutely need to be replaced. I think there's a couple other pieces of equipment, like a fridge or something, and then the glides for this serve area where we can offer more food because the kids are sweeping through, and within, I think, the first 5 minutes of the lunch, we saw everything was taken off the shelves. So definitely a high-demand area.
Thank you, Becca. If you want to come up, Kim, and share any just further details or not, and we can just, go over any questions.
So with the task that I was doing, we have some refrigerators that we have gotten fixed, and so there's also a lot of coolers on here. So these are coming in, and they're going to replace the ones that we have, and then we're going to sell that older equipment, and we'll use it for the general fund, and we'll get revenue back for it. It's just a good time to get it, and we can save a lot of money, so we're being proactive.
Great. Does anybody have any specific questions? Mr. Cook?
Is there any risk in the pricing that because the next vote is going to be like February 9th when we vote on this, or 19th? So is there a risk of price changes in the meantime, or are they locked in?
They are currently locked in. The sooner I can get a yes, the sooner I can, but I believe they're locked in because I have to get 3 quotes. So they gave us 3 quotes. We have 2 companies that are really bidding for us currently. So we are really getting a 13 grand savings on this because it's a bidding war. It's to our benefit right now, and I think it's a really good, financially, it's a good move for us to make, because the one company who wants our business, who was higher, said, we're not going to make money. And I said, that's not my problem right now. And I sent them the quote, and I said, if you can match it, then I'll take it to Becca, but otherwise I need to save money where I can. And so that's where we're at. It would behoove us, but I don't want anybody to feel pressured, yeah.
What about timing wise, and getting this in so that we could get it installed in a downtime for the school, or?
So some of the equipment is 2 to 3 weeks, some of it is 8 weeks. One of my recommendations in that grab-and-go area that we currently have, those students that go in there don't get the same, like, extra, we call it extra bar. Like, we have a salad, fruit and vegetable bar that the other students get at all the other stations. So I had wanted us to get a freestanding cart to put in there that would contain the same fruit and vegetable bar that we have everywhere. So that way it's more, it's fair. So that way if a student gets chicken tenders, they can also have that stuff. So that was the one thing that's gonna take us a little bit more time. That's gonna take 8 weeks. So you're looking at end of school year.
Mr. Micah has a comment, and then we'll move down to Mrs. Cleaver.
Yeah, real quick comment and then one question. I know earlier today we had the conversation about in the event that these are purchased and we know that the kitchen is going to be on the list of things that are going to be completely re-renovated. The equipment that we're purchasing now, can you just confirm, will be able to be then still used? And you're working with King Scott on that conversation?
Correct. So I was nervous, and so I asked Becca to come, and Becca then asked Stu and John to come, and so we did a walkthrough, because it's not my money. I don't want to lose money. So, but it is a need. It is something that would benefit us and our students. So, and they will be repurposed in the new locations.
And then my other question was for Annika, is the grab-and-go area that popular?
That's my favorite area. And also, I do want to add, so like, this is like kind of something minor maybe, but for TOK, we have to like literally go and leave our class a little bit early, like 5 minutes early, to go grab our lunch, because if we don't, everything will be gone. And we have to be able to get to like our TOK class. So that is definitely one of the very popular areas. And I also agree, like the salad bar, usually if I go to like get Bosco Sticks or chicken tenders from that area, the grab and go, I'll like go to another area and grab like a little salad or something. So.
Yeah, and we're not allowed to let them do that. So that's why I think it's very important to move it over there.
Yeah, you do. You have to buy like another lunch to get it. So sometimes like me and my friend will split another, like she'll take my sandwich and I'll eat the salad part. So.
See, it's so good you're here. Thank you.
Mrs. Kleber?
This might be more for Becca, but before we vote on this at the next meeting, if you could provide us with what line item or fund this is coming out of, what the balance of that is, because we can see the dollar amount, but I don't know if that's a drop in the bucket. I don't know if it's a sizable portion of
It's coming out of the school, or the,
Our
I'm sorry,
excess
food
fund
service
balance?
fund.
Right, so if you could just let us know what dollar amount that's at right now and how much of this would be using that up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's probably at like 2 or 3 million, but I can give you
Okay.
the exact number. We have an excess fund balance in that account, so I think every school district in the state does. I also just want to address, Paul, you mentioned, is this price locked in? I mean, with anything we buy, tariffs can impact it, and so there is the risk for additional tariffs, and that would get passed down to the school district. We would eat that.
Mr. Mishner, did you have something, or no? You're
I
good.
did, but Superintendent Micah was a mind reader and answered all my questions, or I should say, asked all my questions,
Sorry about
and they're answered now.
Perfect. Anybody else? Mrs. Roney?
The grab and go, you probably said it, but I must have missed it. How long would it take to like get additional ones of those in place?
So if, this was 2 to 3 weeks. He sent us at Stafford Smith said 2 to 3 weeks for we call them slides, grab-and-go slide, the Hatco slides. So those would be here within 2 to 3 weeks.
So in 3 weeks, the kids could be using them even before our next meeting, correct?
If we did it.
If we did it tonight.
Jamie, there's 2.7 in the fund balance.
Okay. How does it become such a large balance? Like, has that just built up a couple $100,000 every year?
It's
And you said
currently.
it's common at
current-
other districts.
Currently, the district, because all meals are currently subsidized, we are currently getting extra revenue for all the students eating. Every student that eats, whether a student is subsidized or not, we do always receive extra funding from the government to pay for those. So even if our meals were not free, or subsidized, however you want to say it, those meals, a paid student who pays for their meal, the government gives us additional funding to help cover the cost of those. We have done, and my team, I really need to praise my team on this. My team has done an incredible job of watching food cost and labor cost, and so that also helps us to keep our costs in line. Food cost has gone up. We get Becca a report every month on the increases, but we still have a lot of sales. Our district, and I'm just telling you truth, is over 66%, depending on the school, feeding. And that is not always heard of, even with all meals being subsidized. So in the Chartwell's world, we're number one right now.
Also, from the technicality of the question, which I appreciate the question, the food service fund is one of those things that statutorily cannot be above a certain percentage. So every year, we actually get an audit finding, and we talk to the auditors, we say, why do we keep getting this? Everybody in the state is getting this, yet it is a recurring theme, because what ends up happening is, if you do a good job in food service, you drive up participation, which then drives up your food service fund balance. It's a direct correlation. So the only districts that don't have this problem are districts that are not feeding a lot of kids, because either it's not a very desirable food service program, or for whatever reason their participation rates are low. So the higher the participation, obviously you're going to grow that fund balance. So it seems like, every year we're trying to come up with projects that can help sustain, and there's a very, I would say, strict parameters on what you can spend those funds on. So, we're able to upgrade equipment and doing those things. So we actually have to submit a spend down plan, which I think this year they actually stopped making us do, because everybody in the state kept submitting them. But at least in the time that I've been here, and I suspect probably for the last decade, Novi has never not had a finding for having too much money in their food service fund than what they're supposed to. And the reason and the rationale behind that law is because they really don't want schools to, quote unquote, make money. It's not a business to make money on food, but just because of the participation and doing such a great job with Chartwell's controlling costs, we end up getting in that spot every year. So it's almost like getting a slap on the wrist for doing a great job. So.
Any other comments or questions? No? Okay. Mr. Cook? Yes, Mrs. Boutwine.
I feel like you were kind of inquiring about this, but I would be open to moving this to an action item this evening, unless there's issues with that from any other board members, because this is coming out of that fund balance where we have an excess amount of money, and it is then equipment the kids could be using sooner rather than later. So if that's something anyone else is open to, I'd be interested in having that conversation.
I agree.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I'd actually prefer it.
Okay, so hearing no objection, if you want to make a motion, Mrs. Boudwine?
Okay, I've got to find the right paper, though. Hold on just a second. I think I skipped forward too much here.
Want someone else to do it and you can support it?
Sure thing.
Okay. Mr. Cook?
I will do it. I move that the purchase of kitchen equipment in the amount of $175,512.95 be spent out of the food service fund for purchase of upgrading and kitchen equipment.
Support.
recommended by Mr. Cook, supported by Mr. Mena. And do we have any further questions or comments or anything like that? I mean, I appreciate all the due diligence. I appreciate you getting the right people on the bus and going and doing tour and not just, looking at the papers. And obviously, Annika and students really, really, really are going to appreciate you real soon. So, but more importantly, really, we know that we have a bond, the bond that passed and all the capital projects that are happening, but just correlating it so that we're not, doing something that will go to waste in the near future, so.
I agree.
Mrs. Bodwine?
If it would be possible, and this isn't urgent, but if you or Becca could possibly get us a list of what other things that money can be spent on, so we as a board could start thinking about that spend down plan and what that might look like. You don't have to answer it right now if you.
Okay. Becca and I have a meeting next week, and we're going to be going over that.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, it is apparently getting quite high again, so if there's other things we can do, might as well start thinking about it.
We're working on it, but we will meet and then report to the board.
Okay, fantastic, thank you.
Also, just some of those really cool, fun things that we get to do, the cook-off, the farmer's market, all the tastings that we do in the kids' cafeterias, all of that is because of this fund balance. So we get to do a lot of cool things here, and I am very grateful. So thank you for that support, and thank you for letting us do that.
Okay, so like that farmer's market that you
Yes,
did at the
that
middle
was
school,
all-
that was funded by that?
Yes, because that was that was a nutrition event, and that was funded by all of that.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That was really a cool event. You guys are doing an excellent job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Our people are
Yes,
amazing.
your team.
They
You're
are.
all doing
They
a
are
wonderful job.
Incredible, so.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, we are going to move on to our action item, district team for NEA negotiations, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Meinka.
Yeah, this is our team that is going to be negotiating with the Novi Education Association this year. Dr. Carino and her team did a great job of working to put together a team that will work on behalf of the board and the district, along with our teachers in a collaborative fashion. So the recommendation there before you tonight is to approve that team to be able to get started in our negotiations.
Mr. Mishner?
I move that the Novi Community School District Board of Education approve the district team for NEA negotiations as presented.
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mrs. Roney. Any comments or questions? I think real quick, I'll just for transparency, in case somebody isn't actually looking at the information, I'm just going to name the team members if they didn't watch the last meeting. So it's Katie Booth, Dr. Laura Carino, Nicole Carter, Mike Germini, Ben Meinka, Emily Wrights, Becca Cicluna, and Amanda Squires. So. All righty. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 7-0. We're going to move on to our superintendent's report. Mr. Micah.
Thank you so much. I'll be as brief as possible here, but we've got a lot of winter weather. I know that people have been asking a lot about that. So we have a report that 78% of our parents have asked for us to call the night before, if at all possible. It's not always possible to do that, but whenever possible, we will try to honor that. And so today was a perfect example of that. We did make the decision already even ahead of the board meeting. And so our students will be off tomorrow. It's supposed to, weather report is supposed to be -20. That gets pretty dangerous for kids that might be waiting at a bus stop. So also want to remind everybody that our State of the District is on the 25th of February. The RSVP form is going to go out next week in Wildcat Happenings, but we certainly hope that people will register and come to that event. It was a great community event. We had over 850 people last time. I think it's going to be another great turnout. Next week, I'm excited to meet with our District Culture and Climate Committee. We're working hard on just how we're going to best support our staff and students in the Culture We Deserve initiative this year. And so we meet next week, Wednesday. I'm excited to update you on that. I also am excited to say that we are finalizing we're down to the final interview for our new special education director. Our hope, Mr. Geremini and Dr. Carino have gone through their processes, and I will actually actually meet with the candidates next week, and so we'll hopefully have something for you in the February board meeting to introduce you to somebody. And then, just so that you're all aware, I know that we in Novi have been leading the way in some of the work we've done, not only through Anxious Generation, but we've been doing a lot with our cell phone practices. Just recently, a bill was introduced in the House, supported by the Senate, and it passed both chambers and is now on the governor's desk to sign, which is essentially going to mirror what we've been doing for the last couple years. So excited to see that kind of coming to full fruition. And so, the good thing is this is one of those laws that we won't really have to do much because we're already there. So it's a good thing, and probably will be good for the students across the state. So just a quick little legislative plug there. And thank you again for all you do. Happy School Board Appreciation Month, and thank you for all your support.
Thank you, Mr. Micah. We will move on to administrative reports. Ms. Cicluno?
I just want to start by saying thank you guys for moving that info and discussion item to action. I mean, this is one of the things that we appreciate about you as a board. We're trying to respect the process. I'm trying to, get the team to survey the district and pieces of equipment and get it in front of you before it breaks down. But you guys recognize there are tariffs, there are needs from a student standpoint, and you make decisions based on that. So I just really appreciate that. I just want to share too, the maintenance team has been preparing all week for these freezing conditions this weekend. While we don't have any immediate concerns, the systems have been running 24/7 and will continue to run 24/7 throughout the weekend. Mike has also staffed some of his team to walk the buildings, even though there's going to be a school day tomorrow, and it's supposed to be freezing again on Saturday and Sunday, just to promptly address any issues that might come up. So we're going to have boots on the ground over the weekend, just in case. These freezing temps are kind of crazy. And then also, I just want to let you guys know that in finance, we've kicked off the Second Amendment process, and I will share more with you at the upcoming board meeting.
Love
Like
that.
a budgetary amendment. That took me a second. You said Second Amendment, I was like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah.
Great, so your second budgetary amendment.
I know, that took me a minute, and then you had like a little smirk. I'm like, ooh,
I was like,
this
what are
looks
they
like
doing?
really exciting.
Sounds very controversial.
Finance geek, I knew that.
Okay,
We
cool.
have no guns in our schools.
I know, I was like, we're not doing.
Thank you for that report. Dr. Carino?
Thank you so much. I would like to just reiterate what everyone has said this evening. We truly appreciate all of you and the service that you put forth and the time that you give on behalf of all of the students and staff and the initiatives that we're doing and that you support. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. We are in the throes of selecting our Educator of the Year nominees. So we had 37 nominations from our staff. And so a team of us combed through the nominations this week and just selected our 4 different Educators of the Year in the different categories. So we will be very excited to announce those in February. And our NEF has partnered again with us in partnership with Feldman Chevrolet. And so we will select 1 individual out of those 4 to receive a new lease. So we're very excited in the months to come to recognize those individuals, and we will bring them in front of you for an extra special recognition as well. So we're looking forward to that. Just want to give a plug for Parent Camp coming up on Saturday at the high school. And so that should hopefully be a great event, despite the fact that it will be cold outside. It will be warm in our buildings. So please come to the high school on Saturday morning and join us for some great sessions, a keynote speaker, and some individual breakout sessions that will be really relevant for our families. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carino. Mr. Giarmini?
Thank you. Want to echo the sense of gratitude that all my colleagues have shared for each of you individually and as a collective, because the work you do is noticed and appreciated. I know that colleagues who sit in these seats that we occupy across the state cannot say to the same degree that they feel trusted, supported, empowered to do the work that we do in the sense of teamwork. And so we really appreciate it. I know it can't be said. Yesterday, a group of teaching and learning administrators and coaches visited some classrooms around the district, focused on a particular initiative called Building Thinking Classrooms. These are all math classrooms that are engaged in this work right now. But it really is a set of strategies that teachers are using, a set of instructional practices based in research, designed to promote deep mathematical thinking and problem solving. And it was just really, really great to see this happening from our elementary schools, at Meadows, at the middle school, and at the high, everywhere it's happening. And these are just teachers who have volunteered to participate in this initiative right now. It's helping us plan for our math curriculum cycle and plan for teacher professional learning. I think it's going to be really powerful as we expand, and just really excited about that work, and thankful to Katie Walker and Kathleen Ada, our instructional coaches, for helping lead that. And our WIDA Day is just around the corner. That happens on February 3rd. I learned that recently the Michigan Department of Ed actually featured us for innovation in WIDA testing, because we did this last year for the first time, and had really positive results. We exited more students from English language development services, suggesting that that testing environment that we were able to provide those kids was beneficial and helpful to their work. So with nearly 25% of our kids who are English learners in this district, we really need to provide that environment in this way. And so I'm appreciative to Spencer Riley and her entire department for their work in organizing this. So on February 3rd, we have our WIDA Day. English learners will come into the district, they will engage in the WIDA test, and they will have that secure learning environment, or excuse me, testing environment. And then all of our other students will actually be home for a virtual asynchronous day. More information will be shared through teachers, buildings, et cetera.
Awesome. We love that that is working and that we're being, highlighted, and maybe it can help be a leadership opportunity for other districts throughout the state. So
Absolutely.
thanks for all your work.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to board communication. Any board members have anything that they would like to share? Mrs. Bodwine.
I just wanted to give a little shout out to Mr. Minka and the team of students that put together, and faculty that put together the snow day video. If you haven't had a chance to see it yet, I would encourage you to do that. It's absolutely fantastic. They did just a wonderful job, and it is so much fun. I know it's a ton of work, but it is appreciated, and I do think it helps build communities, so thank you for all of that. And on behalf of all of the children, thanks for the snow day.
And staff.
Yes, and staff. Mr. Giramini is planning to come in anyways, right? Because you just like it here so much, you want to come in even if you don't have to?
You know it.
You come for free, I'm sure, right? Mr. Cook.
Yeah, one of the clips in there was from as most recently as Tuesday, so.
Or are you going to
The
play it?
basketball, right?
Yeah, from the basketball
Basketball.
game. The other thing, I normally don't say this about my kids, but my son got a text message late last week, and all of a sudden, this is what he was involved in, nationally syndicated.
Check out Aiden Cook. He's a place kicker with Novi High School in Michigan. In his junior campaign, Aiden went 10 for 10 on extra points and converted 6 of 10 field goal attempts with a long of 46. The highlight of the season was against crosstown rival Northfield. In that game, Aiden went 3 for 3 on field goals, including a game-winning 36-yarder with no time left to give Novi a 19-16 victory. Aiden is now looking forward to his senior season next year. He also wants to showcase his ability at camps over the summer with the hopes of playing at the next level. If you'd like to be featured in this segment, we want to hear from you. Go to sportsstarsoftomorrow.com and look under contact. Click Be on the Show to fill out the form and tell us why you are a sports star of tomorrow.
That was kind of a surprise to us that they pulled that up and actually, played that for him. But just goes to show some of the, not only academics that we do here, but some of the athletics we do too, so.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I'm a big, recruiter for University of Kentucky. That's my side job. So I just keep saying it over and over. When you put things out in the universe, it might come true. Mr. Mena.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for the upcoming football season. I went back quite a few years from when I started keeping stats for football, and the field goal record is 48 yards. It's probably been our school record since, I don't know.
2004, I think.
Since 2004. So it's been around quite some time. And I'm really, really hoping that Aiden will be able to finally break that record. So I'm really excited. As I was for when he won the game winner for Northville. I was probably like a 2-year-old and bouncing around the walls in the press box when we won that game. So thanks for sharing that with us. And also, I just want to kind of repeat on what Trustee Beaudoin said. That if you haven't seen that video yet, you've got to watch it. I was really impressed. I mean, our superintendent has some talent, And, I mean, it takes a lot of guts to do that sort of stuff, too. And it's just great. And to have the production talent that we do to even create something like that is just great. Just makes this school district just great. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Mena. I'm hoping it goes viral. I mean, you know,
We
we
need
would
to
all
email it
love
out,
to be
though.
on like Good Morning America. Where do we need to go?
Well, we gotta
We'll
get-
talk about it.
That's on, yeah, so we get George on that, right?
That's on George.
That's all right.
We're at 4,000 views right now.
Okay.
But you didn't even email it out. It was just like if you happen to see it on Facebook.
Why didn't you email it out?
I think I did. It was a link in the snow day cancellation.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All they read was snow day. That was the end of the
Oh,
story.
extraordinary video. You're right.
Any other board communication? Mrs. Roney?
Last night, Wednesday night, Oakland County School Board Association had their dinner meeting, and it was Pearls of Wisdom, which one would think it was for newbies, like, on the board, but it actually, as I said at some of the tables, it was very interesting. A lot of networking back and forth. But also, I'm going to do a shameless plug for March 18th. We're doing, that dinner meeting is going to be all about AI. So I would highly recommend those of you that don't normally come. And then also, if you need some CBAs, Winter Institute is February 5th and 6th. It's virtual. So you can sit with the comfy blanket we just got, and do your CBAs. So, I think that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for always sharing and for serving in that role. One more thing I
One more
see.
thing,
Yeah.
I just want to thank all my fellow board members, because being on this board, with the board appreciation, it wouldn't be as easy to be here and do what we do. Without all of you guys, we work very well together. So I appreciate you all.
Thank you. Any other board communication?
I
Yes.
have one more, I
Mrs.
forgot, I'm
Bowden.
sorry. Just wanted to, I know they mentioned it earlier, but the complete works of William Shakespeare is the one-act play. It's February 3rd and 4th at Novi High School Auditorium at 7 o'clock. And I don't think Ms. McKay did much of an explanation on this, but one act is a competition they do, and they have to essentially build the set, put on the production, and then tear down the set all within a given time frame. And it is rated based on how well they do that, and then also if they go over the time, they lose points like very rapidly. So it's a very precise execution and really interesting to see. So if you have a chance, I recommend that you all check it out.
Thank you. Mr. Cook?
One last thing, I'd like to thank Jen for having the foresight to have boxes here for us. So we're not making multiple trips.
Mike's assistant, Kathy, had the genius idea, and she built them.
We really appreciate it, and we appreciate everybody's work and what they did for us tonight. So, thank you.
Definitely. I wanted to say, those high school students, I mean, everybody was absolutely fantastic. So I'm not just pointing them out as like the best, the worst, in the middle, whatever. But I really, really loved how they knew each individual board member's strength. If you really listen to them, they really kind of highlighted what each of us bring, at the top to the table. So sometimes I sit in bed, we all think about silly things, but I think about all that each of you brings, and I've always wanted to do that, but now the high school kids did it for me, so be the reason, and I really, really love that. So, Annika, thanks to you and your classmates. Of course. All right, seeing no more comments or questions, I'll get a motion to adjourn. Mr. Mishner?
Move to adjourn?
Support.
Recommended by Mr. Mishner and supported by Mrs. Beaudoin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0.